Namaste and welcome back. This is Jill Loftus of New Astrology. So today we're going to talk about 5 ways that you can celebrate a new moon. So a new moon is a time of preparation, okay? So when the moon completes and is full, right? We see the moon beautiful in the sky, she's glowing. She starts to get smaller, right? The waning moon. And then there's a day or so where she goes dark. You can't see her at all, okay? She's obscured. And this dark moon time is a fertile time, just like the darkness of the fertile earth, the darkness of the womb, right? And it's a preparatory period. And then as the little sliver of the moon appears on that right side, you see her start to build in strength, right? So that moment when the moon is new is a very auspicious time for starting things. It's great for beginnings. So let's talk about 5 ways that you can have a wonderful launch into your new moons. Number 1, go inward. All right, turn inward. Take the dark moon time. It's especially wonderful if it works out that it's over a weekend or some time that you can really kind of let go of the outer world and focus on yourself. Focus on your inner needs. Self-care is a term that's getting way overused, right? Way overused, self-care. But it is a time to kind of go inside and nourish yourself at really deep levels and kind of prepare to emerge anew. All right, so that's one of the great ways you can celebrate a new moon. The second way is to start something new. All right, so knowing the time, okay, not just the date, but the time of the new moon in your particular time zone, that time is wonderful for a launch. Now, many astrologers will say they like to get beyond that time, right? Not exactly at that time. They want to have a little bit of the moon showing in the sky. So it depends on what you're going to be starting, right? If you want something that's more public or visible, then yes, you might want to look at the time frame of that new moon and see when it's got a little bit of, a few hours into it, or maybe even a day. You're going to want to look at those aspects. Another thing to pay attention to is if you're going to be launching something new with this new moon, to make sure the moon isn't void, and it's also that it's a beneficial moon for you in your particular chart. So, number 3, build a new moon altar. Altar building is one of my all-time favorite ways to celebrate anything astrological, because it really it takes this internal process that we're going through, this renewal, and it brings it out into the external, into a physical act, right? So I love with new moons to put fresh flowers on my altar. I often will put something on there that symbolizes that new moon, like, sunflowers for a Leo new moon, or, for a Taurus new moon, I might put a stone or something really heavy and earthy on there. It can be something that represents your intentions around that new moon as well. But putting an altar in your home, or many altars in your home, is a really powerful way to connect to the energies. All right. The fourth fabulous way that you can work with new moon energy is to have a ritual. And you can do an individual ritual. Yeah, we talked about turning inward and we talked about building the altar, but I'm thinking ritualization with someone. There's the saying, the beautiful traditional Christian saying, where 2 or more of you are gathered in thy name, there's love, right? And there's more energy when you come together with other people to celebrate these symbolic moments in time. There's a lot more power to it. And so to ritualize it, and it doesn't need to be formal, it can be very light, enjoyable, even just, hanging out with some friends and talking about what it is that you aspire to do, because saying it out loud is an incredibly potent and important way to celebrate the new moon. And then the 5th and one of the most wonderful ways to celebrate the new moon is to really aspire. Really assess where you are in your life. Are you achieving your goals? Are you working towards your goals? Is it time to reset? Is it time to change? Maybe the things that you are aspiring to or towards, they don't work for you anymore, okay? It's time to let them go. I keep bopping this sweet little orchid. But maybe it's time to freshen up that goal and aspiration list, and the new moon is a marvelous time for that. All right, well, I hope that you found this helpful. Be sure to check back on this channel. Every new moon, I have a video that talks a little bit about the energy and how you can work with it. And I also send out a newsletter on the new moons to help you kind of work with your manifestations and know what to do with the energy. So feel free to hop on the website and subscribe to the newsletter at newtastrology.com. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel already and you found it helpful, please subscribe. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.